Last time I tested my 3D printed gearbox, I ended up breaking the testing rig. So I rebuilt the testing rig bigger and stronger. This time I'm going to push the system until the gearbox breaks. I designed and printed this gearbox for a standard Nema 17 stepper motor with the goal of using it in future high torque robotics application. To make sure I can generate enough power, I made the gearbox stackable, so that I can just add another stage to further multiply the torque. I released this publicly on printables for anyone who wants to try it out for themselves. But before I start designing projects for this motor, I need to see what it can do. I built a small winch for this gearbox and attached it to the testing rig to see how much weight it could lift. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to reach its limits. The rig started cracking after the first stage and completely broke by the third stage. I had to go back and redesign my testing rig. This time I built a rig that is bigger, stronger, and more accurate. I successfully tested the motor up to 3 stages, which has a 64:1 gear reduction. In the first generation rig, what broke was the spool. You can see the spool bending downwards with heavier weights. In the background, you can even hear it starting to crack. This is because the spool is only supported on one side by the gearbox, which turns the spool into a lever arm. So one of the first improvements that I made was to shorten the spool to reduce the leverage of the weight. To further improve the design, I added a bearing in the other end of the spool. This bearing rests on a bracket that I mounted on a parallel extrusion. So now the spool is supported on both sides. All of this is still printed in PLA, but I increased the infill to 30% with 3 perimeter layers to make them even more durable. A big limitation with the first testing rig was the use of free weights. It was a simple and practical way to test the pulling force, but the weights don't have small increments, so I could only measure accuracy within 2 pounds. The second issue is that as the weights increased, there was a higher risk of dropping the weights and breaking something that I didn't want to break. I started using cardboard boxes as padding, but that wasn't a great solution. To solve this, I bought a hanging scale. The scale is rated up to 440 pounds or 200 kilograms. With this, I can more accurately measure the pull force of the gearbox without the risk of falling weights. To start, I need to test the motor without the gearbox to get a baseline measurement so I can calculate the efficiency of the gearbox. Using the new test rig, I got 2.1 kilograms of pulling force. That's not bad, but I'm using a Nema 17 motor rated for 0.42 Newton meters. I'm using a winch with a diameter of 15 millimeters, so the 2.1 kilograms of pulling force equates to about 0.15 Newton meters. Why is it so low? Well, first, the motor is rated for a max of 1.5 amps, but I am only running it at 1.2 amps because it will wear out the motor if I run it at max power for long periods of time. The 1.2 amps is a more realistic constant running power, so I wouldn't expect it to get the maximum potential. Secondly, I am running the motor until it starts skipping steps, which is the dynamic torque. The motor's rating is for the holding torque, which is the torque that it can provide while holding its position. The trade-off for stepper motors is that you lose torque as you increase speed, so you can't expect the dynamic torque to be as high as the holding torque. These measurements may be more practical as they are what you can actually expect in a real-world situation. Now I can test the gearbox. I added 1 stage onto the motor and mounted it to my testing rig. I was able to get about 10.3 kilograms of pulling force, or about 0.76 Newton meters of torque. The gearbox provides a 4:1 gear reduction, which should move the winch at 1/4 the speed with 4 times the torque. But surprisingly, that pulling force was more than 4 times that of the motor alone. I attribute this to the fact that the first test was limited by the dynamic torque of the motor. With a gearbox attached, we effectively slowed down the output and got a torque from the motor much closer to its holding torque. If I rerun the test for the motor without the gearbox and slow down the motor speed, I get a pulling force of 3.65 kilograms or about 0.26 Newton meters. That is over 0.1 Newton meters more than before. Anyway, this is my explanation. If you have a better idea, please leave a comment down below. Let's add another stage. So now the gearbox will have a 16:1 gear reduction. And this is where I got my first failure. Fortunately, it was just the knot that I used to tie the winch to the scale. I'm fairly confident in the strength of the cable itself. I am using a 1.3mm wide braided cord of UHMWPE, or ultra high molecular weight polyurethane. It should be able to support at least 220 pounds or about 100 kilograms, which should be plenty for testing. It also won't stretch, which should help with accurate measurements. After I reattached the cable with an extra large knot, I was able to get about 26 kilograms of pulling force, or about 1.91 newton meters of torque. It's starting to generate a sizable amount of torque, but we still haven't pushed the gearbox to its limits. Testing the third stage proved the most difficult. The first round of testing broke my spool. This was similar to my first testing rig, but there was no leverage issue. This was just from having to support too much weight on a 3D printed part. To fix this, I printed another spool with 4 perimeters and 50% infill. That should be solid enough, right? It lasted longer, but even this spool ended up cracking. And comparing the two spools to each other, you can see that they broke at around the same place. One more try. I redesigned the spool to have twice the diameter. Finally, I was able to test the gearbox to failure. It peaked at 29.15 kilograms, but then settled at 23.55 kilograms. You can't tell from the video, but there is a high-pitched whine coming from the motor. It sounds a little like an angry parakeet. It looks like it's the gearbox failing, and it's why it dropped to 23 kilograms. Even though the peak was 29 kilograms, with a larger spool, it achieved a torque of 4.2 newton meters, which isn't bad for a Nema 17 motor. I opened up the gearbox to see what ended up failing. I was expecting to see some gears broken with some missing teeth, but surprisingly, all the gears looked fine. The fault seems to be with the interface between the sun gear and the motor. The motor uses a standard D shaft with one flat edge for mounting. The sun gear was press fit onto that shape. The strain of the motor managed to round out the interior of the borehole, so it lost most of its grip. The high-pitched whine was likely due to the sun gear slipping around the motor shaft. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any way to fix this with PLA parts. PLA has a little bit of flex to it and a tendency to deform under stress. To fix this, I would need to switch to a different material, perhaps resin or nylon. But I managed to hit the limit of what this PLA gearbox can do. Ultimately, 4.2 newton meters of dynamic torque is really impressive for a Nema 17 motor rated at 0.42 newton meters. However, that was with 3 stages and a gear reduction of 64:1. But it's still an impressive amount of torque from such a small motor and 3D printed gears. And now I have a more realistic understanding of what I can expect from this motor, which will help me in the design of future projects using this motor. If you have any suggestions of what projects I should work on next, please leave a comment. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like and be sure to subscribe for future projects. Thanks for watching.